and art lab for kids, cartooning basics, drawing on the right side of the brain, and last but not least, so you want to be a comic book artist. All right. So those are just a couple of things that you can order or pick up here at the library. And let's see, we will get started right now. All right, so if you have your paper, pencil, also pen, marker, and you need a ruler or anything like that, you can go ahead and collect those items and get them here with you so we can start to draw. And if you need a little bit of time to grab those items, you can kind of, if you're looking around the house and have to find out where those art tools are, go ahead and take your time and come and get your, come back with your, with all your tools. So let me see, I'm going to do this camera here. Testing, all right. And here are some other things that are going on here at the library. Okay. And hello, can you hear anything? All right, so let me go and make sure that we are make sure everybody can hear just fine. Let me know. Again, you can view us on YouTube, on Facebook, and Periscope. Let's see. Testing 1, 2. We're good. Okay. All right. So let us continue. So, like I said, we have different programs here at Wallace Branch Library. Let's see. I'm going to. Okay. Got it.
On the computer needs to be turned off. Hit that little button up here, you know, little Wi-Fi button.
Okay, is that this guy?
It's this one. Yes,
Okay.
this one right here. Yes, sir.
Oh. All right. So today we're going to go over more of our cartooning, how to draw faces and the cartoon body. If you remember last time, we talked a little bit about drawing letters. So this is just a little review of what we drew there. And you can make and create your shapes of letters with we call it starting with the basic letter itself and then tracing over and around it. Okay. So let me see. And then we started with some shapes, and here are some shapes that we talked about. We went from shapes to forms, and then this one we started with triangle, circle, square, and showed the different lines, structure lines that you can sketch out in order to make better shapes. And then we went over some line drawing and shading to create the form. Okay, let me let's see here. All right. So now let's get into drawing of our cartoon characters. Here's something right here, and this kind of to get us started. Again, we're talking about shapes, forms, and structure. And let me get my sheet of paper here so we can start. Grab my pencil. Again, you can get your eraser. Our pencils and a few markers and pens. Okay. All right, so what I always like to do is get a sheet of paper, and then we'll fold it. So you get your paper here and just fold it in half, and then we'll start drawing. You can stay on one sheet of paper. I'll probably go start on one and then continue on another, so we can continue to see the different steps for drawing our cartoon character. Okay, so and then we always start with either a cross and a circle. So go ahead, and we're going to leave some room here. So the top of the page, I'm going to draw a circle, and then I like to remind everyone you can draw lightly with your pencil as long as you can see what you're drawing, and then either darken it with your pencil or marker, and then that way you can erase any of the different pencil markings that you want to erase it just helped you to build your cartoon character. All right. So from here, our eyes are going to be placed right around here. Okay. And then our nose will be here and mouth. So that's basically where everything's going to go. And then once you have your basic structure, you can erase some of the marks. That way you don't have to, you can make them disappear. You don't have to look at it. All right. And to make a super cartoon character, we're going to, we can change the eyes, make them larger, and so you kind of stretch it up and down, and then you can draw your center of your eyes, and also the circle for the eyes reflecting the light. Okay, and then you add your eyelids like so. And then you want to add your eyebrows. And then the nose is just be like a stretch out U shape. You could put a smile. And then erase again around any place that you want to make go away. All right. So then you're going to add your ears. And then it doesn't hurt to sketch out again. You can sketch out to line these ears up. Make sure they're straight. And then erase. So you get rid of those extra lines again. But you want to balance between too many extra lines and not enough. So you make the decision there when you're sketching your character. And then I'm gonna put some hair on this guy. All right, and let's see. All right, so and while we are on live, you can actually put any comments in the chat box and let me know how everybody is doing. If you need help with something, if you have any questions, feel free to ask it on in the comments. Okay. So that's one guy. We're going to create another one here. Let's see. Let me show you also some examples of some of the characters we've drawn before with our other students. Okay. Here's one student. They drew their cartoon character, and they finished that one. That was pretty good. And let's see. All right, and let's see here. This one, step by step. Face right there. All right, so that's kind of where we're at right now. You have marks of where your eyes are going to go, your nose, and your mouth, and then you start detailing them in. You can make either normal small eyes like we did here, or again, larger cartoonish eyes like we did here. And let me see if I can go and darken that in. Again, when you draw with your pencil, you just go over it, make any changes that you want, like so. I'm gonna kind of make his eyes even. And so there's time to take your time and draw your character. It can be yourself, a cartoon character that you have read about or seen in a movie, and just want to let your imagination run wild. Okay. And this program is called Imagine Your Story. So if you have a vivid imagination and you like to think and dream about adventures and stuff, write a short story about it and try to draw out your characters. And I also like to tell my students to just start with 1 or 2 characters. Don't try to make a whole group all at once, so you don't overwhelm yourself. Okay, and then here I'm just going to darken and then kind of fade away the hairline, so he has a fade. Okay, and then just fill in the rest of this like so. Okay, and there you have it. Okay, so now let me go ahead and we'll start to draw our cartoon girl. Draw it here on this side. Let me open it on this side here. Okay. So again, sketch your circle. So we'll sketch a circle. All right. There we go. Start off with a circle and then always leave enough room if you want to draw and continue with the body. Okay, and then you can start first with your cross or your circle or both, and then take your drawing down there a little bit. Let's see. So, okay, and then you sketch out where your eyes are gonna go, your nose, and your mouth. Okay. All right, and then once you have that, you can erase this cross again. Okay, so I'm going to erase all these other lines here. All right, and then her eyes are going to point up a little bit. And then she'll have, let's see, her hair will come down here. Okay, and then once you get your smile, you can erase the circle as well. And continue. Okay, and then I'm gonna add some, let's see, a couple of earring. Okay, so the trick is always sketching out where you want everything to go first, and then just adding layer by layer, slowly and surely. Okay, and then I'm gonna erase that, and then I'm gonna add eyelid up top and some eyelashes. Okay. Let's see how our time is. Okay, we got a few more minutes. All right, so all right, and then if you want to add some braids, you can add the different lines here. Just take it in one direction like so, and then just build it line by line. Okay. Again, on this side. And on this side. Okay, and then make sure as much as you can that everything is equal, balance on both sides. Doesn't have to be perfect, but it helps to keep your character straight. I'm going to cut or draw straight down here a little. Okay, and then once you pretty much have everything that you want, you can again trace over it. Like so. Okay, so I'm going to start with the eyes first. Okay. All right, and then add eyebrows. And then another trick is to, once you have your lines, you can thicken in a couple of lines, like this top line on our eyes. You can thicken that in right there, thicken that. And then some of the lines you don't have to, you can just kind of not put them in, basically. Okay, so let's see, I'm gonna draw this chin here, her cheek. Okay. Okay, so underneath I have some braids here, and then underneath is her ear, and then her earring. Again, over here is ear and her earring. Okay, so now the braids, you can define different lines like so. Okay, and then these kind of come back here. All right, again, you can make them follow along a path like so, and then bring it down. And cover some of the ear, and then follow along. Okay, and then you're going to again add these lines that create your braids. And you can make any hairstyle you want. I'm just doing the braids here for this character. And then as you're drawing your characters, always come up with their names and you know, write out or draw out their name. We worked on lettering last time, so with your different lettering style that you came up with, you can use that for your characters. Okay, again, you can put in the comments if you have any questions, if you're able to do this, or if you need help, or you're wondering what's your next step. Okay, so I'm going to call her Onyx. Okay, so again, the lettering, I'm starting off with the basic letters, and then I just double some of the lines. And then I'm gonna go over it again with my marker. And then once your ink is dry, make sure it's dry, and then you can erase any of the extra lines you did with your pencil. Okay. And then also if you have friends and family that you know like to draw or are artists, you can share this page or share the link, share this live so that they know that we're also drawing together here, and they can join us. Okay, so let's see, got that one. See if you can see that. All right. And then the first one we drew is this guy. Okay. And then I'll come up with a name for him. Let's see. So I'll draw out the name and then add some lines, extra lines to them. And then so you can come up with your character's name, like I said, and figure out like what adventures you want them to go, and what are different like where they located on another planet, or are they traveling through outer space, or time traveling. All those different things you can come up with and write a whole story. It could be a short story about them. And then just keep practicing and adding to the character. Okay, so now once we're done here, we're going to do the body structure. And again, you have your character, your face, and then always practice outlining the character, the shape of the character, because it'll make them pop out of the page a lot more. Like that. Okay, and then this one, so I'm gonna outline her shape of her hair. That way it's always looks better when you go in. You can use a thick marker so that all your lines will be even. But if you don't have a thick marker, just add a little bit more around the shape of the object, which is her head and hair. Okay. Okay, so look at that there, and let me see, I think I have some more examples. Let's see if I can find them quick. All right. So here are some more examples of cartoon characters. This one's one of our students. He drew this. Okay, and then these are other characters. I call them Mr. Artoon and Mrs. Artoon, and you can kind of still see the pencil sketches where the center line is. See right here. So the center line, and then where I centered the body and the feet. So that's another one. Let's see. Got this one. And lastly, we got this one. So this one, she has Afro puffs, and you can leave it like that, or then just add some more color to it around, and then that will also, so you have your thick lines here, and then with a thinner line or thinner pen or marker, you can add some more hair to give it more dimension, making it look rounder, and do it on both sides. And then towards the center, or where the light source will hit, you leave that without filling it in. So more shadow down here. And see her hair is having some shine to it, and then also you can see the roundness of the puffs. So it's the part of the trick is using thick and thin lines, and sketching. Again, sketching your character or your drawing out first. And then I'm going to add more highlights on her eyes. And this right here, thick. So you have the shape of the eyeballs is thick, and then her eyelashes are thick. And then wherever it ends, you always try to end at a point. So even if you make it thick here, the trick is trying to go from thick to thin. Again, thick to thin, and end up at a point. So she has 1, 2, 3 eyelashes, and then 1, 2, 3. See, I'm gonna thicken Make sure those are pointy, curve. Okay, and then the whole shape of her head, I'm going to come in with a thick line. However thick you start off, try to keep it consistent all the way around. Okay, and then I'm going to shape this around. I think this might be a little mistake I made a while back, but I can erase that or use white to cover that up. Okay. And then, so you can leave your characters black and white or color them in. And then I always like to either start off with a black and white, and then that way if I make copies, I'll be able to have a black and white copy and then color over the like a Xerox copy or digital copy. Okay, so I'm always surrounding or giving the character darker outline so they will come out of the page or look like they're popping out because they have this bold outline around them. And then certain things you can outline or I guess define with your marker, but always try to start off with less and then add to it slowly so you don't overdo it. Okay. All right. So I think that's one. You saw this one. Y'all come in with a different marker, I think. See if I have a brush marker I can use. So let's go ahead and get started with drawing the body. Okay, so again, you can either continue with your piece of paper or start off with a new one. And then I'm going to use this one here. Get a new scratch sheet. Okay, so to get to this point here, let's see. Okay, I'm gonna fold my piece of paper first, and then start sketching. So to get to this point, you start with this one here. All right. So everything is like a center line. Okay, so you started our head already and our face. So I'm just going to redraw that real quick. Okay, you have your face. Okay, and then you see this example is in pencil, so all this could be erased once you have what you're trying to draw all set. Okay, so we add some ears, his eyes. Okay. And okay, so going down, we have the character's neck. Okay, and then you probably want to find the center line again. Okay, so this is where the body's gonna be. Okay, so I just kind of sketch that so I can visualize where it's gonna go. And then you can add either circles inside real lightly, and then his hand or his arms are going to come down like so. And then have his, just draw a ball or a circle for his arm and hands for now. So his hands will be like this. Okay, and then you can kind of round this out here. Okay, and again, you can put a cross to give you an idea. Make sure that this is the same distance as this, so they're equal from the center. Okay, then we'll go down to the feet. So you can kind of go outward here, this direction, and outward this direction. Get the center line again. And then here's the knees. Just sketch out some circles for his knees. And then the feet kind of be rounded shoes. And then instead of it going sideways like this, I'm going to go down a little bit. And then let it connect. All right, and then, so this is kind of curved here. And this is curved here. And then instead of this line, I'm going to erase that, but go down this way because it's pointing towards us. Okay. And then I just kind of darken it in. We'll make sure everything's lined up. And darken it in. And then you decide if your boy or girl is wearing a shirt, tank top, baby doll shirt, something like that. You go ahead and start sketching that in. And we'll put some hair on him. And then just work your way back down again. Okay, and it'll come out sort of like this. So this one, any, you can keep your pointed lines or you curve them out when you're sketching it, and then make your decision also when you, once you start using your marker or pen. All right, so I'm going to go and put a shirt on and get a t-shirt. All right, so we have a few more minutes, and then now I'm going to ink it in, and it'll be pretty much complete. But again, use a pen or marker to help give you a look that, and then you can erase your pencil marks. And then as you go, you can add, again, some highlights or shadow look to him. Come up with hairstyle, outfit. And it's important you just, again, use your imagination, place your character in a story. If they were a superhero, if they went into outer space, all of that. If they wanted to fight a dragon. Okay, now this one is right here. Just add a little shadow like so. Oops. Yep. Okay, and then And then, so yeah, take your time. You pace yourself. I'm gonna just sketch him out, but once he's done here, like you can see here, you add all your folds and wrinkles in his jeans. Add a watch or a bracelet, a necklace, and then put a logo design or something. So just keep adding to your character. And make them unique and tell a story behind it. And show your parents, show your friends. The rest of your family, let them see what you're drawing. Okay, so this is about it here. And we will meet again next week. Finishing up like backgrounds and things that you can add to finish up your story. So come up with your character, where you want to place them, where in the universe. It could be here on Earth, at school, at work, in outer space, in another universe. So there you have it. Okay. All right, so hope everybody their default. Okay.